The following broadcast may contain explicit language and adult themes. Viewer discretion is advised. The opinions expressed in this broadcast are those of the hosts, talent, and guests, and do not reflect the opinions, views, and standards of Pyro Media Enterprises, affiliates, subsidiaries, or its members.
And you better talk to me nicely. Next to blow, little bitch, I might be. Oh, can't forget all the days they overpriced me. So now that we up, don't good advice we know. Talk to me nicely. I noticed they hit it, we getting icy. Whoa, can't forget all the moments they overpriced me. So now that we up, don't good advice we know. We on top, flipping the bird, they going sick. But I'ma make them eat every.
All right. Hey, everybody. It is IHaveThoughtsWithHopeGiselle, and I'm a little late. I'm a little flustered. I'm a little all of the things. But just know that it's because when you got several bags accumulating, okay, and several different, okay, there is a means, by which you just simply have got to understand things and the way that they show up. Okay, y'all. So because I am doing several different things at several different times, sometimes I'm gonna look a little frazzled. I'm not gonna always look as fabulous as I intend to look, but that's okay. That's all right. That's good and grand. But needless to say, let's jump right into the show, right? I got a drag. And let me just be real open and honest here about the way that this is gonna show up and how this drag is gonna pop up and out. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me make sure that my sound is clear, everybody. I'm getting okay. Just wanted to make sure I was good. So I wanted to start this meeting with a drag for a drag because I wanted to make sure that folks understood exactly where I was coming from around why this guy is such a problem. Okay. DeSantos and DeSantis and everybody with Santos something in the last part of their name just seems to be the devil, and they seem to want to recreate or somehow have some kind of reincarnation of what it means to engage in like devil behavior. And this is no, I guess this is no new walk in the park or nothing different. Once again, we have somebody that has been avidly against the community, avidly speaking against, all different types of people and different types of life experiences. And yet and still, Lil Mama has been all the way over in Rio de Janeiro pretending to be, Alaska Thundercock for the last, I don't know how long. You know what I'm saying? And it's always the ones that have so much to say, so many things to deal with, so much so much going on that end up getting exposed like this. Every single time we find the GOP member that is doing all of this stuff, there's ultimately always going to be somebody that comes back and comes up with the receipts that lets us all know that, these folks are not who they claim to be. And I'm super excited about the fact that he got caught and exposed. And I just wanted to give a little kiki on that real quick. So now that we've gotten our little kiki and we can see that she definitely would not make the RuPaul's Drag Race, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to jump into the heavy, right? And it definitely is given to Satan. I wanted to get into the heavy stuff, right? So there is a little bit of a scandal afoot, right? And there's a book scandal. There's a little bit of a scandal afoot. And I want to just let y'all know that books everywhere, right, have been used and are being banned and all of these different things. And the kids are not able to get their rocks off, right? When it comes down to learning about anything, except for things that are right-winged, white-leaning, all of this extra stuff. But when it comes down to actually educating them about what's going on in the real world, They're not getting that. So this mom took it upon her own self to decide that she was going to rate or create a picture book. And this picture book was going to picture all the shootings that the politicians want to ignore. So here we have a very specific case where a parent took it in their own hands to delegate or to dictate what their kids were going to learn and exactly how important it was to make sure that these things were seen. And I actually want to blow this up. Let's take me off so that the folks can see the cover of this book. I need them to see the full cover of this book, okay? Now, if you look at the cover of this book, you're going to find that there's a little person, and the first day of school, this little person is faced with the idea of dealing with a school shooting. Now, this is something that we don't often have to teach like our younger generation of kids, but when it comes down to the smaller or the younger generation, we are not having the conversations that need to be had, right? So now this mom decided that she's going to have a conversation about the things that matter, which are the school shootings. So what do y'all think about it? Give me some thoughts in the comments about what y'all are thinking about this. Are y'all shocked? Are you afraid? I saw wow already, but I also am very, very excited about it because I think that this is what we need. We need to be having conversations and talking a little bit about what it means to really discuss the issues. And this is one of the issues. Queer people are not, coming to school on a regular basis and blowing things up. Teachers are not coming to the school and doing these things, but we're having all of these conversations around the ways in which, gay people and teachers speaking about being gay and drag queens are affecting the children, but not things that are actually affecting the children. So I think that this was a beautiful way to do this. So on to my next topic, because it just gets juicier. Y'all, when I tell you that there are so many people, right, that are doing the Lord's work, and especially when they're doing the Lord's work for Black people, and especially when they're doing the Lord's work for Black women, I'm here for it. So I want to run y'all a little clip, and I'm going to talk over this clip because it's a little bit long of a story, but I just want to let y'all know that this woman in Detroit is a traffic control expert, right? And this woman got blessed twice. So the first day, this popular TikToker decided that he was going to come and bless her with $500, okay? So he blesses her with $500, and because, Black women have been taught that we have to be workaholics for everybody, we have to, do all of the things at one time, we have to make it all make sense for everybody, and there's never enough room to actually, put aside time for yourself. You got this woman that's out here working, right? And the best of intentions, with the best of stories, with all of the best of things. And they were given, they gave her $500. They come back, right, after allowing her to get off of her job and taking her to the stadium to go and see a game that she was actually working outside of. And they give this woman $10,000, right? They give this lady $5,000. They give this lady $50,000, right? And this is amazing. There are so many people that are deserving, but when you think about the idea of this Black woman, and when you really get a chance to hear this story for yourself, you understand why she's breaking down and having this praise break the way she is. There are so many beautiful things about this story, and I just want us to be able to sit in it and just love on it and look at what happens when we love on each other. So now, what I gotta give y'all is my 2 cents on this. I'm never here for white saviors unless you're gonna do this. Put your 2 cents where your mouth is. Don't ask us what you can do for Black people. Don't ask us what you can do for Black women if it doesn't look like this, okay? You want to know where to start with your white guilt? You want to know where to end with your white guilt? You go into community and find the people that are doing the work, and you do something like this, because this is what we need. We need visibility, we need funds, we need access, we need money, we need spaces to feel like we're not just pigeonholed into this idea of being a strong Black woman. And I think that this was a beautiful way to not only showcase one thing that's happening in the community, which is a struggling poverty line, but to also showcase the ways in which that when you give to Black folks, it means so much more than giving to privileged white people who claim to have struggle, who claim to understand what's going on and have no idea about what it really means to struggle and to tell your children about that struggle, right? A lot of people get to struggle in silence because that struggle isn't as deep. But when you got to start being open and honest with your kids about what you can do and what you can't do, that's the real work. And we have to be able to do that. And I think that this was a beautiful way to do that. Now, let me tell y'all something. I want to go into a commercial break because when we come back, it's going to get real juicy.
Talk to me nicely, Next to blow, little bitch, I might be. Can't forget all the days they overpriced me. So now that we up.
This episode is sponsored in part by Bullet and Flight Radio. Get ready to uplift your spirit with Bullet and Flight Radio, the world's leading progressive Christian radio station. Experience the vibrant fusion of gospel house music and a rich medley of inspiration from all musical genres that'll make your heart soar. Join their extraordinary lineup of today's trailblazers, visionaries, and voices that matter, all sharing their stories and wisdom. Stay plugged in around the clock as they broadcast unmissable content 24/7. Your go-to station for all things inspiring. Become a pilot today by visiting bulletandflightradio.com. Bullet and Flight Radio. Your story, our station.
I noticed they hit it, we getting icy. Whoa, can't forget all the moments they overpriced me. So now that we up, don't get it.
Hey everybody, and so I'm back. I'm back for another week. Just really excited, and I think that first and foremost, I have to acknowledge that I am in Piscataway land because we don't talk enough about it. And beyond that, I also want to just thank everybody for acknowledging the fact that this is a new day that we're in. We're a part of a new time. We're a part of a new day, and it's cool to see what we can do with a bunch of different knowledge that we have. So, as something that I think would be really dope to share is that I would love to talk a little bit about the fact that I haven't thought about this topic much, but I would love to probably see how deep we can get into the sun, right? Like, but with what actual human traveling sort of like technology that we could have. And it's something that I wanted to
Talk to me nicely. Next to blow, little bitch, I might be. Can't forget all the days they overpriced.
Are you ready to take your streaming broadcast, website, or social media visuals up a notch? Pyro Media Productions is here with the perfect solution. From dynamics, design, and professional headshot shoots to family photo ops, they've got all you need for stunning content creation. Check out pyromediaproductions.com today and add that creative flair. Pyro Media Productions, setting brands ablaze since 2017. This episode is brought to you by Audible, an Amazon company. Partnering with Audible, an Amazon company, to
I noticed they hit it, we getting icy. Whoa, can't forget all the moments they overpriced me. So now that we up, don't get it.
All right. So, everybody, I'm sorry that was a technical difficulty. I was having a different conversation, but this is like I was saying, when we get to the bag, we're getting to the bag in several different ways. But coming back, I have a couple of new topics for y'all. So let me jump back into my stuff, and I got to talk about the Robin Hood girls, okay? Now, these Robin Hood girls are some girls and some ladies that are doing some amazing things out in the Atlanta, Georgia area with some boots. Now, if you've ever been out in Atlanta, Georgia, then you understand exactly how bad the booting process is out there. And these girls have decided that they're going to take it upon themselves to not only circumvent it, but to make the booting progress or the booting process a little bit more affordable. Right? So we have a picture of these ladies, and I got to show it to y'all because it's real cute. This is the booting girls, right? The booting girls of Atlanta. And this is how they go around dressed to help you out with all of your booting needs. They come with TikTok dances. They come with scullies and face masks. They're giving you lace wigs in the summer underneath the mask. And they're doing the things that the people need to do. And honestly, they're doing the Lord's work. So if you're out in Atlanta and you ever get booted, find a way to contact these girls. They are on TikTok. This is a TikTok video that we have. Actually, can we roll the video back so that folks can kind of catch that TikTok? If you need it, rewind the video, pause it, and do the things. They do change their pages often just to make sure that, you know, people don't get on their page and have them flagged. So you'll have to find a new one for the week. But I will say that it is not an illegal process. A lot of people are, you know, upset, and it's a frowned upon process, but it is not something that is illegal and that we shouldn't be talking about. So like, be mindful that these girls are doing the Lord's work and they're doing it for a fraction of the cost. Whereas GA or Atlanta would be trying to charge you anywhere upwards of $75 to $100. These folks are charging you, you know, $50, and you're getting a boot off. So, you know what I'm saying? Like $50 versus $100. I'm here for that. And I just want to thank these young ladies for doing the Lord's work out here. But if that isn't enough, with more people doing the Lord's work, we got Beyonce, and she's giving us hair care. If you haven't seen it already, Beyonce dropped this last week, and she told us, girl, I'm getting ready to give you all the luscious. Y'all see how my wig is acting up today because I didn't get a chance to love on her the way I needed to? Beyonce says no more of that. You're going to grow it out of your scalp. It's going to come from the medulla, and I'm going to sponsor it. Now, as we all know, Beyonce grew up sweeping up hair on Miss Tina's floor and all of the things. And so what better way than to give us some hair care? This is a note that Miss B wrote about that experience of growing up, you know, cleaning up hair and sweeping up hair off her mama's floor. And being able to do this was a love that she kind of sort of grew into while also learning to care for her hair and her voice, right? Being able to perform for those people, sweeping up that hair and finding new techniques and way to do her hair was a beautiful part of her growing up. And now she wants to share some of that stuff with us. Now, it was real vague. We don't know if it's giving hair care. We don't know if it's giving wigs. So I might have spoken too soon, but it's really looking like it's giving, I'm going to teach you the secrets to growing this out of your scalp. Now, we all know that Beyonce cut her hair, I want to say about 2 years ago after getting it caught in that fan, and she had to grow it back from scratch. And so the fact that this was about maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and she already has a beautiful head full of curls, I'm going to trust whatever Miss B gives us. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to trust what she give us. That's all I'm going to say. Because when you got this much hair, who am I to deny you from teaching me how to grow this much hair? And I'm all excited about it. So are y'all going to be purchasing this, or are y'all going to pay it? Do y'all think that Beyonce has the right to be out here telling us what to do with our hair? Or do y'all think that it's just too many celebrity hair care, eye care, face care, you know, things out? Sierra also has a little thing. Selena Gomez has a little thing. Everybody got a little thing. But are you going to support the Queen Bey? Okay? Are you going to support the Queen Bey is the question. And last but not least on our docket is cheating a deal breaker for you? Now, I'm going to let y'all listen to this video and y'all tell me what y'all thoughts would be. And then I'll tell y'all what my thoughts are on this topic. Run the clip.
Is there anything I could do to ever make you divorce me? Hypothetical or not? The simple answer is no.
What about freaking cheating like that?
I've had these super vivid dreams where you've cheated on me, and not for one, not even for a sliver of a split second did I think, oh, this is over.
Why?
And you can actually look and recognize that most of the challenges that you face come from outside. Every human being is one bad set of circumstances from doing some of the worst stuff in the world. And when I chose to love you, I didn't choose to love you based off of how well you perform. It would be impossible. I'll tell you, like, point blank, it'd be impossible. We would suffer and struggle, but I wouldn't be the one to tap out.
So I don't have many updates beyond the newer things. I'm working through a couple of ideas right now, but nothing new as of yet. And because I don't have any new ideas about this, I can't really tell y'all whether or not I would be okay with the cheating. I don't have any new ideas about whether or not I would be okay with it. I don't think I have any ideas about whether or not this would be cool. I just know that I want a man to love me this deeply. Because the idea that this hypothetical question even came up makes me feel like his wife might be dibbling and dabbling. You know, I feel like she might have already stepped out. And this makes me feel even worse for him because he's just like, there's nothing that you could do. There's nothing that you could do. There's absolutely nothing that you could do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, what do you mean there's nothing that she could do? She low-key lightweight asking you if she could cheat and you just accepting it because there's nothing that she could do, right? And I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm old school. Maybe there's a different set of priorities. But I'm just telling y'all, there's no way in hell I'm going to be out here just telling a person that it's okay to cheat because you cheat, you bring things back. I end up sick, you end up sick. It's a problem for everybody. So I don't know. But that's all I got for y'all this week. Y'all let me know how you feel about this. Let me know if y'all think that cheating is something that you can't come back from or if you're willing to accept whatever people give you. With that being said, I have my final thoughts. And my final thoughts are this. Regardless of what people are out there saying, regardless of what people are out here doing, and regardless of who else has already done it first, create the lane that you want to be in for yourself and allow the folks that support you, your vision, your life, and your livelihood to pour into you in whatever ways that make sense. Don't overtly go out of your way to be somebody that you're not, considering that people are willing to give you $50,000 just for being who you are, and folks are willing to support you just because you're the queen bee, okay? So with that being said, you ain't got to be queen bee. You ain't got to be a random person in the middle of the street, and you don't even have to save people's lives by getting their boots off cheaper than they normally would. But you do have to be yourself. And until next time, have the day you deserve. Bye, everybody.
Talk to me nicely. I noticed they heated, we getting icy. Whoa, can't forget all the moments they overpriced me. So now that we up, don't good advice we know.
If you enjoyed this content, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to Pyro Media Network's YouTube channel for more awesome content. Plus, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss when we go live or upload new videos. Visit PyroMediaNetwork.com today, not just to check out our incredible roster of talented creatives, but also to gain access to exclusive bonus material available only to our Pyro fam. Show your support for this Black-owned indie network by donating today. Help us keep igniting brands everywhere.